Hey, this is Sky Photography Bonsai. In this video I want to talk about an interview I did recently for my other YouTube channel. I was contacted by someone locally about a manga and anime styled art show. They knew that I was into that stuff from a mutual friend, and I thought it'd be nice to do some type of video. I wasn't really sure what I would do, but I would bring some of my gear that I had on hand and also just see what happens. It worked out decently well. I'll link the video in the description. You can check out if you would like. So the process from a technical standpoint, I used the Canon SL2. I used one of my Takstar shotgun microphones on the camera. And also I used a lavalier mic or lapel mic on myself. And with the Olympus recorders that I've talked about a little bit in the past, the goal there was that the shotgun mic would be getting the audio from the person in the interview, and then the lapel mic would be getting me talking and saying questions and all of that. It did work out actually, which is good, because when I got to the place, I knew it was a bar. I didn't know, it also has a restaurant side to it, but I wasn't sure. I thought maybe there would be a room or something that would be used just for this. Turns out that wasn't the case. All of the artwork was just lining some of the bar area, so it was extremely loud, very, very, very busy. And I wasn't sure what I was going to do once I got there, but I did interview the person who organized it and has done quite a few in the past, and it did turn out. You'll see, like I said, in the link if you want to check it out. My ideas was to get him talking about the art shows, that one specifically, but also other ones that he's done. And also I wanted to get some B-roll of the artwork itself to kind of intermix between his talking, so it's not just a straight face shot for the whole thing. Also, I wanted to do some type of intro and outro. I did that here at my house, and I think it worked out alright. I wanted to just make it somewhat interesting. So we're going to get to the editing side of things, where you can see how I mixed all of the clips together, and especially the audio between the shotgun mic and my lapel mic. So let's go to that. So here's the project all finished up. Look at a little bit in detail. This is Sony, or actually Magix Movie Studio 14 Platinum. Sony Vegas, all that software they sold to Magix a while back. This is the first version of the consumer side that they put all of their branding on. Zoom in. So here's the initial clip of me just talking about what's going to happen. I really wanted to not just jump right into the interview, so I made this section, put some text. You can see his website and all that. Of course, just this top one here is the overlay for my logo. I do put that in a lot of my videos. Here's the interview itself. So one issue is there was a flashing light. The light came from a ceiling fan with a light above it, and every time the ceiling fan rotated, it showed up in the video. I didn't really want to move him around. It probably would have been good if we found a better spot, but we just worked with what we had. It was extremely busy there and loud. So in this case, I have the camera facing him with the shotgun mic. The shotgun mic is recording his voice. And then here is the clip of my lapel microphone. See these little dots here? These are, let me see what the name is. It's an envelope, a volume envelope. So you add that to a certain track. You can double click on it and then move these little things around. So in that case, I wanted to not use a lot of the audio that my lapel microphone recorded, because it picked up more background noise when I was not talking. So whenever I switched between him talking or I was talking, I pushed the audio either off or on for the most part with these tools. So that's my audio. I talk in the beginning, and then we switch to him talking. Just see it flips back and forth. I say a little thing like, okay, yeah, that goes back up. Up here, I do a little bit more talking.
And
So you have some art yourself in
yeah,
this show.
I got the three big
Idea with that. So This clip here, the big interview part, tried to hold it as steady as possible, but I did add a stabilize tool in this program. So you have to go into the Media FX area, and then you can adjust these two settings and also rolling shutter. In this case, I wasn't moving, so I didn't really need to use that rolling shutter thing, but the pan and smoothing, I turn this down usually because it eats up some of the perspective if you really push those two values. That said, I do add some B-roll to different areas of the video. So there he switches off to one of his artwork pieces that I recorded. I added stabilizer to these as well, just so it looks a little better. It wasn't amazing, but it gets the point across. I do add some text, of course. So when he's talking about his artist group, you know, I put a link in there for that. That's pretty much it. Nice fun little interview. It did work out much better than I expected from a technical standpoint, especially the audio. So I can get into specifics on that in the future. Basically, I have my shotgun mic set to plus 10 dB, and then I lower the internal preamp in the Canon camera. I lower that down quite a bit. So that's pretty much it for this section. I hope you enjoyed checking out this project for the interview. So that's pretty much it for this little interview from a technical standpoint. I wanted to potentially use this technique in the future for this channel. Trying to think of ways that I can do that, or situations that would work well for photography or videography stuff. We'll see how it goes. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this video. I'm Scott from Photography Bonsai. Thanks. If you have not subscribed, please consider subscribing. It really helps me out these days. Every little bit counts. Of course, a thumbs up are always nice as well. Thanks.